Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. It's lovely that you spend some time with me. Sometimes I just prattle on wondering if anybody's there, but I really do appreciate those of you who do come and watch my nonsense. I've been working in my Phenology Journal now. You're not seeing everything that I do in my Phenology Journal just because this is something that's going to be a whole year long. When there's 4 of them in total. When I finish each journal itself, I'll give you a wee flip through, but I'm not going to show you everything I'm doing in it. But I will occasionally show you wee makes that I'm making to put inside it. I was doing this earlier on. This is a Seth Apter stamp, and it's so good to you. There's a die to cut that perfect circle out as well, and I just thought, should have maybe filmed that, but do you stamp a die and a bit of, yeah, anyway. But it just made me think, put the camera on for the next thing I've been doing. I've been doing other bits and pieces where I've made some tags out of seeds my husband's been planting. Yes, why has he been planting mint, you may ask? I asked the same question. Apparently he read somewhere that mint will, if you plant mint next to beans, I think it is, it'll stop the aphids landing on the beans. We'll see, we'll see. But there's still some pages are empty, some pages are done, so you will see a total flip through when we get there. I'm wanting to start though working on this next signature, because I suddenly realised, yeah, I'm supposed to be working on all the signatures. Don't just fill up that one signature, you've got to fill up all. You've got 3 signatures in here, that you've got to 4 signatures in here, 3 signatures in here, 4 signatures in here you've got to fill up before summer comes. So I thought let's put something in one of the other signatures to start that. And I've got some bits here from the Renew kit that I think I'm going to use to do that. So let me move this out the way just now and show you what I've got out here. That's the bit of paper string I coloured. I just kind of kept that. That's a tin of the daisy petals. I think you saw me cutting them out as well. That's a bit from Arty Arty. These are bits from Renew. This is from Renew. That's a bit from my stash. That's from Renew. That's from Arty Arty. That's from Renew. These are from Daffodils and Daisies, which you saw me use the daffodil ones. Daisy is the flower for April. That's from the flowers. Oh, hold on. I did write down all these kit names so I could remember when I needed to remember them. That one's from Birth Month Florals. This is Renew and this is Renew. That square there is the square I stamped the circle on. And this is Renew as well. Now these are the file folders in Renew, and you're supposed to fold them in half and you've got your tab in place. But when I first saw them, before I realised they were file folders, this one, because I saw this one first, I thought it was a kind of little kind of slightly different envelope. That was the first thing that came into my mind when I saw it. Then I saw the file folder. Oh, silly women, of course it's a file folder. But I'm actually going to make this, and what we're going to do is then I'll stick that on a page and it can be opened up, and inside there will be this on at the back and a pocket with these daisy tags in. That's the plan. And then I'm going to decorate. Well, let's get there. Decorate. So let's put these ones over here. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to use this, put that in the pocket as well. I might do, I might not. Let's put that over there at the moment. Just put these bits off. I'm trying to find still haven't got my glass mat back on here, and I don't like, when I was editing, I didn't like all these purple crosses behind me. I like having my mat to work on. Just put all these bits up here. I'm trying to find a happy medium at the moment. So yeah, but my thought is, rather than having it that way, I'm going to actually have it this way, and then, because that's going to be stuck on the page, I'm going to do it this way and then decorate the front sections. There is a very faint line down the middle where you're supposed to fold it, but I don't think that's going to bother me. If it does, we can start again. So the first thing I actually want to do is I want to fold it in place like this. So let's just do what I did last time, which was I put the tabs together like that. So I knew the tabs would fit in each other. Oh, of course, that's what I did first, wasn't it? First thing you've got to do is you've got to straighten these tabs here, these, because they're cut at an angle. But to get them to sit in there, you just need to straighten them. That doesn't look very straight, Kirsten. That's probably why you had to cut so many times, because you weren't cutting them straight. Let's just cut that straight. There we go. Right. So, this time it should actually fit in. You don't need to trim the other ones, it's only that one you need to trim. So let's put that in. And we could do it in the centre, we could do it off centre a bit. I want to do it in the centre, or do I want to do it off centre a bit? I never thought about doing it off centre till just now. I think we might do it off centre a bit. Let's do it off centre a bit. Which way should we go off centre? Let's go off centre this way. Right, so I want to fold it about there. That means it's all going to work. So let's just make sure we're straight. Okay, so that's what it's going to be like on the outside. So no, see, I've done that the wrong way around. That's what it's going to be like on the inside. Folded it the wrong way. There we go. I'm going to use this paper to cover these front panels. So let me think, how do I want to do this? I like that spotty stuff, I like that big bit there. I like. Let's ink up. Now, full disclosure here, I've probably done this the wrong way round. Because I've now got 2 layers of, what's that? Yeah, 2 layers of 140, so that's like 280 GSM. And this is the short edge. It's just a wee bit tricky to slip in there because there isn't an awful lot of this to bend back. So I've actually really softened the tab up so that the tab moves more. I could do with inking that a bit better, Kirsten. I think it, we'll see as I'm putting it together, it might end up needing something to stop it coming apart. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's just continue for now. So this is the outside. This is the bit you're going to see. This needs further decoration, but I think we're going to go to the inside for just now. And the first thing I want to do is I want to put this on the back. I just had a thought. I wonder if it's somewhere. Yes, it is. I've just seen it. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. We'll see if it's big enough first of all to cut a window and put this at the back. Yes, it is big enough. It's a bit neat, but actually it's okay. So let me, this is a really handy, I've got 2 of them. They come from Bira. I've got a square and an oval. I wish they did a decent sized circle because I would be very tempted to get that as well. But I need to make sure this square is, so you put the base down, you put your paper on, then you have this guide, and because it's quite strong magnets, you can move it around. Yep, I'm just going to go for it. And then you just press down. So this is the cutting bit, and you just press down and you end up with a square that's useful for something else. And I do want a bit of, right, I like that. This is part of Tracy's Faux Mica. Okay, let's put this pocket in here. Then I have these tags and this tag, and it's just whether I want to do that as one separate tag and that as a, oh, do you know what I'm tempted to do, because I kind of like that. I'm tempted to make this into a thinner tag, because I'm just kind of keep that. Like that, and just keep that single one there. Let's just cut that off there. These have already been backed. No, I quite like that. Let's just keep them all 3 separate tags. Let's just make this bit quite straightforward. Shall we put, yeah, let's, I've got my little one. Yeah, we'll put them in that pocket. We'll cut that string off. Now, we need some decoration. I think I might use these in here. Might make a daisy with, or maybe just put daisy petals falling down, as if somebody's counting, you know, she loves me not kind of thing. I think we still need a daisy at the top though, even if we're doing that, don't we? So we need a daisy that's still just about there. We're going to need a yellow centre, and then some daisies, just petals down here. What we're going to use for the yellow centre, we could just, we got something here. Oh, I've discovered this really nice fabric I've forgotten about. I've got loads of it. Well, I've got plenty of it. There's a blue pattern on it as well, but this is a cracking colour. Sometimes fabric will cut, sometimes it won't. But if I can just make it enough of a dent, then I can cut it with wing scissors. Because while I can just about, it takes me several swipes round, just about draw a circle freehand, I can't cut a circle freehand. Do we want a wee bit on this side as well? We need to do some colouring around there, I think. I think we want something here, but I don't think we want something there at all, because I don't want to stiffen this anymore. So we're just going to leave that for the inside. For the outside, I thought what I would do was I would stick a, so that was both sides. This might be slightly silly. We'll see. We'll see. So sticking it on here, but so that these now let's do that. Okay, like that. I'm thinking of putting this butterfly from the kit on here as well. And I'm wondering about whether I want to, do I want to put a bit of this down here? Do I want to put a bit of, oh, see, I quite like this because it's had dots on it as well. But is it going to be too many dots, too much? Do I want to just keep it to that greeny shade? So maybe I could put a couple of these palette blocks on here. Look. And I was splashing with gold, I've got some gold, so kind of do those there maybe. Quite like that. I do like that colour more than the green. I wish I'd cut that the other way, but never mind. Yeah, so I take that off and just stick that back down there. Let's just do that. Because while there's some kind of the splashes and stuff, I think I prefer these to be the three ones that are down here, and I can do that in a way that's, yeah, and then that could maybe go under there or something if I wanted to put that one on there, because that's a different green. That can count, that kind of, oh, actually I might put that underneath there, and most of it being oh, I quite like that. Put it up a wee bit higher, just so you can see that it's another one of, do we just put it on like that? Do we put it on more subtly like that? Let's stick these ones down. Let's put the top back on the glue. Yeah, I like those. Just put those on there like that as well. Put this one on here. need to put its, and I think I'll draw its antennae on actually. Just want a little bit of that. No, let's move that around like that. That's what I want. Just so you can see it's another palette that's underneath there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the antenna in with a gold pen. And then I just think I'm going to do some doodling along this bit. Maybe adding some more circles. So I've just got a little bit of goldy circles going on there as well. I like that a lot. I'm now wondering whether to come in and do some white circles. I think I might. Now, white jelly rolls are notorious for stopping working. Let's do, oh, how about doing white dots rather than circles? Let's do dots. Oh no, it's not going to do dots. Oh, it is. We could do lines. Let's do lines. 1, 2, 3. I'm really happy with that on the outside. What about the inside? It's just I was going to put April somewhere, and I've also got, balance, and I was going to put this little balance on this bit here, so let's do that. And that little crappy board. Yeah, let's just put that on there. I also was going to use that, I can't see it at the moment, I've got some, I was taking apart, I've just seen it, I was taking apart a book, and they tried to repair it at some point, and this isn't sellotape, this is something else. They tried to do it, and I thought, oh, I'm keeping that. That might look quite nice down here. Let's just put some of this on here. Let's put several bits of this on, actually. Put that on there. That smaller bit over the top of it there, so it's kind of fixing that broken bit as well. This is one of these bits that, you know, you think, am I going to hoard it? But then what's the point of hoarding it if you're never going to use it? So just use it, Kirsten. I might just leave that kind of loose there rather than tucking it round the back, actually. I need to decide where this is going to go. We can stick it in. Don't want to put it in the first one. We could put it at the end of the second one. Oh, I like it on there. Let's put it on there. So let's put these in there. That goes in there like that. Oh yes, it's easy peasy. There we go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little make. The links to the Renew Clip Kit, which is this one I've used on here, and to Daffodils and Daisies, which is these tags and pockets, and to Birth Month Floral, and indeed to the Phenology kit and the Arty Arty kit, in which I have made my journal out of, are all down below. As is a link to Tracy's webpage if you'd like to see what else Tracy's up to and what the others in the design team are up to. See, I'm now wondering about just sticking one of those on there as well. I could do, couldn't I? I'll think about that. I could stick it on. See, to tell you the truth, I don't like how that and that clash. So actually to stick that, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just stick that on there. Let's just cut this off. And let's stick that on there. Right, oh, I don't know if you've seen that. Let's just move that over. Let's stick that on there because I don't like that. I think it clashes a bit with that, and I didn't realise when I was putting it together that they was kind of both ended up on this page like that. Let's just stick that in there. I mean, I love that. It's got triangles and circles. It's like, it's a good job it doesn't have a hexagon as well. But it just clashes with that. So let's just stick that on there. I'll leave that to set. That's fine. Quite like that. That's fun. Thank you so much for watching. You take care. Bye for now. Keep crafting.